Sir, can you introduce yourself to our audience, please?
Well, of course, Jay. My name is Ahid Dawood. I'm the brand manager for Porsche Center Doha here Al Buraq Automobiles in Qatar.
Thank you. Good to see you, Mr. Akad.
Likewise, Jay. Likewise.
So, tell us, we're here to celebrate, to unveil the Cayenne Coupe. Tell us, what's special about this car that we should know?
Well, everything is special about all our cars, but about this particular car, if I may, this comes as the latest addition to the Cayenne range. What is the Cayenne range today? It is what we refer to as the third generation Cayenne. If I may extend a little bit on that, the Cayenne was first launched in 2002, and from there it has already changed 2 generations and captured the hearts of many Porsche fans and happy customers today, and
Me.
including you.
Yeah.
Sorry. And with the third generation, Porsche had already installed a lot of technical advances and a lot of chassis systems that enabled the third generation Cayenne to extend its model base. And that's where the coupe comes in. And that is the car of today, the Cayenne Coupe.
Hello, welcome to JBCMotive, the channel with the motive for car reviews, news, and interviews. The news is there because we now have a website. In case you're not aware, we have a website, JBCMotive.com, where you could get all the latest information on cars, not in Qatar alone, but in the world. Cars yet to be released or be test driven, and also general information on car buying. Apart from that, we also have an Instagram channel, JBCMotive, where you could stand a chance to win monthly giveaways if you follow us. That's it. And not forgetting, please, looking at my statistics on YouTube, I see 97.2% of the people viewing this video right now have not subscribed to this channel. So there's just a little margin of subscribers I have. So thank you for clicking that subscribe button down below. It's actually free and it costs you nothing. Boy, oh boy, there's a new trend in town and it's called the Coupé. Yeah, depends on how you call it. Coupé? Coupé, I like to call it. So today, you can no longer refer to a coupe as a low-slung hatchback or a two-door car. That had changed. And of course, if you don't know, Mercedes-Benz, the CLS, and of course Audi A7 are all coupes. So BMW changed the game back in 2009 when they introduced the BMW X6 Coupe. That car is a great car to see and a great car to drive, not just on the road, but around the track. But guys, today we are at the Porsche Center Doha in Qatar to unveil the all-new Porsche Cayenne Coupe. This car is a banger, and if you're talking about German engineering, luxury mid-size SUV, a coupe, fast, you should look no further because it's also technology packed. To having 2 spoilers, one of them being dynamic, to having 4, 6, and 10 piston brake calipers with an option of an e-hybrid, 22 to 20-inch rims, what more, to a carbon roofline depending on your spec. Guys, I don't want to spill the bean any further. Let's roll the intro, if there's any, and dive right into this video. Let's go.
When people first hear of coupe, they think maybe two doors,
Yeah,
maybe
that's true.
a smaller car.
Yeah.
Actually, coupe in the automotive vocabulary
Vocabularies.
means a very sporty model. It
Correct.
does not necessarily mean
it has a two-door
two-door
or a hatchback.
or a
So that-
four-door.
or a four- yeah.
And this is what highlights this model. It's the fly line, the sloping roof line that makes it more of a coupe than of an SUV. But it
Wow.
is a coupe SUV.
Wow. So tell us something. We have a car behind us, and it's actually the Cayenne Coupé Turbo. So tell us about this car that is behind us here.
Well, it is the Cayenne Turbo, so it has 550 horsepower from the power engine of V8 4.0 liters, and it shares that with the normal Cayenne Turbo.
Yeah.
However, the coupe, alaykum assalam, hayyak Allah. So few clients just left
Of
the
course,
showroom
yeah. And
as,
they're happy, they're impressed with what they see.
as we're still really just launched this vehicle.
Yeah.
So, the Cayenne Turbo was the first SUV to come with an adaptive spoiler. But then the Cayenne Coupé came with a difference. It has a fixed roof spoiler and an adaptive lower spoiler. So two spoilers instead of one, and it is the first SUV to have Porsche active aerodynamics in this sense, with the rear extending spoiler to add more downforce at higher speeds, particularly above 90 kilometers per hour.
Wow. So the second spoiler, which is lower, is actually dynamic in nature.
Which we refer to as adaptive,
Adaptive,
which
yeah.
means it dynamically responses
responses
to the
to
speed.
your speed of the vehicle.
Absolutely. And above 90 kilometers per hour, when the aerodynamics play a bigger role in the stability of the car, that rear spoiler extends by 135 millimeters just to add that extra downforce needed
Yes.
to keep
the
the
rear.
Cayenne on the road very, very firmly.
So behind us, this same car, what's the color? Just black?
It is black, what we refer to as solid black. However, what really makes this car very special is the lightweight design package, which is introduced for the first time with the Cayenne Coupe, and this car has it. It consists of many elements,
Okay.
but let's name the most prominent ones, which are the front design apron. So this front apron is shared with the sport design package of the Cayenne,
Yeah.
but what makes this package lightweight is a couple of more elements, namely the roof, the carbon fiber roof that replaces the
Yeah.
standard panoramic
Panoramic
roof
roof.
on the Cayenne Coupe, reduces weight by around 20 kilograms by itself.
Whoa.
And then you've got the 22-inch GT design wheels, which are exclusive to this package. And you've got the rear diffuser as well between the exhausts in carbon fiber finish. But the package does not end in the exterior. It also extends to the interior of the car. It has the split seats at the back, again adding to the sportiness of the whole design. And it has the seat centers and the classical Porsche cloth, the fabric, which sometimes is referred to as pepita centers, but we would rather say it's the checkered flag resemblance of the very early models. And that highlights a design statement in Porsche. Tradition always goes with innovation. So we can produce a brand new vehicle with multiple technologies introduced for the first time on an SUV, yet maintain the Porsche tradition and Porsche DNA in every single vehicle.
And this lightweight package, you also have some carbon trims. It also carries over some carbon trims inside the car, correct?
You're absolutely right, Jay.
And what's the transmission like? Still the 8-speed PDK or something different?
It's not the PDK yet. The Cayenne still hosts the Tiptronic S transmission, and it is 8 speeds. However, Porsche found that the Tiptronic S is more capable to deliver the Cayenne power to all 4 wheels, not to underline the utility value. Porsche still believes that this is a full SUV, So it has to respond like a sports car and not just any sports car, like a Porsche on the road,
and on the track.
And it should still have the utility value in it should you choose to take it to the desert or go around the sand dunes of Sea Lion, for example, in this car.
Well, I hope people will be buying this car to actually explore its prowess. But for me, I just simply know that it won't have the Porsche badge on it if it doesn't have the DNA of the Porsche on it. You know, looking at the Porsche dynamic lighting system, the grille, and many other cues you could find. Could reminiscence the 911 and also, will I say the 918 Spider, looking at the rear light? Probably. I think that also adds.
You said it correctly, Jay. It is Porsche's DNA.
Yeah.
And that should convey to all of our models. And that is one of the reasons why Porsche did not name this model anything different from the Cayenne. Because Porsche believes that once a car shares the interior, the technology, the engine, the drivetrain, they should have the same name. And that's why it is still a Cayenne, but because of its sharper design and mainly the sloping roof line, that makes it a coupe, and that's, here you are, the Cayenne Coupé.
Thank you, Mr. Hyde, for coming on the show, and really great to have you.
A pleasure, Jay.
But before, you have to say something?
I was just going to thank you for always being with us to see all that new models from Porsche.
Thank you, Mr. Hyde. If you want to see a review of the Porsche Macan, which was given to me by Porsche to review about a month ago, click the card up on the screen here to actually see that. And guys, get yourself prepared. Qatar is hosting the World Cup come 2022. And if you want to see Ahead in person and hear him talk about the Porsche brand, plan attending. And of course, beyond all, plan coming to explore the riches and the diversity and the tradition of the country, Qatar. Hope you keep driving safe and you keep winning whatever you do. See you on the next one.
Goodbye.